As we're here with Lars from Suffokate out here in Georgia at the Night of the Living Shred tour. So what's going on, man?
Not much, just hanging out after the show, just kicking back.
So how's the tour going so far?
It's going really good. It's been a great tour. We love touring with the bands. They're all really cool guys, so having a good time, getting wasted, smoking a lot of weed, drinking a lot of beer, except for the straight edge guys, but, you know, everyone's having a great time.
Any comments on tonight's venue?
It was an interesting venue. I wouldn't say it was our favorite, but the crowd was awesome. So that's always a huge plus. You know, it doesn't matter what venue you're at. If the crowd's a good crowd, it's a good crowd. But yeah, the venue had some problems, definitely, that we didn't enjoy. But whatever, you know, it happens every once in a while. So you just play through it and, you know, hope for a better place the next time you come through.
So real quick, if you'll just kind of give us a start from, you know, when the band started to now, kind of what's been going on, when did it start, who started, all that good stuff, just in a nutshell.
That's kind of a long story, okay, but me, our old vocalist Jared, and our current guitarist Taylor started the band probably in, I think it was 2003, and we probably released Oakland, our first album, 2004. It was a self-released album. That eventually got re-released on Stillborn around 2008, maybe 2007, I'm not even sure. But, yeah, I mean, basically me and Taylor are like the original members. Bray, the bassist, is also on that Oakland album. And so he's pretty much original. And then the two new members are Ricky and Tesoro, who are going to be on the upcoming album, which we're all really excited about.
And what's the release date?
There's no official release date right now. We just got the final mix back. They're going to be mastering that very soon, and then it should be coming out sometime in November is what we heard. But, you know, you never know, so hopefully that sticks, and that's when it comes out.
So, new album, it's been obviously quite a while since the last one was put out, and there's obviously been some serious changes. What can we expect from this new album?
I mean, we definitely went into writing this album trying to keep it, I guess you could say, as heavy as possible, keep our, I don't know, I guess our sound that we have. But at the same time, we wanted to expand a little bit. Of course, you know, we've grown as musicians, you know, through the years, so we want to do something, I guess, a little different, but I wouldn't say it strayed too far off of the path of just being a very heavy album. We like it when the crowd can move around a lot during our whole set, so that's kind of what we aim for with our music, and that's what we hope, you know, people will enjoy doing to our new album.
And what's the name of the new album?
It's No Mercy, No Forgiveness.
And that's on
Media Scare Records. That's coming out in Media Scare. It should be in all stores like Hot Topic, FYE, you know, iTunes, stuff like that.
You guys are gonna have pre-ordered up on your MySpace?
Oh, definitely. As soon as we have a release date, we're putting that up, definitely.
So what's the Cali scene like? What's the metal scene out like in California? I mean, you guys go everywhere.
I mean, I love Southern California has an amazing scene, we're from Northern California, and I definitely say when I was younger, I think the scene was a little bit more better in at least my area around the Oakland, San Francisco area. We lost a good venue out there that kind of had a lot of good shows at, and people would come out to that venue. But, I mean, Sacramento, San Jose, very close to our areas, both have great scenes. We love playing out in both those areas. It's a lot of fun every time we play out there. You know, I'm hoping that things will get better where we're from. You know, we have a good amount of bands that come out from that area. So, I mean, maybe eventually the scene will kind of pick up in that local area. But I think it kind of depends on how the venues handle the shows, because it always takes a kind of special kind of venue to handle our types of shows, because not everyone's used to what happens at, you know, hardcore metal shows or whatever.
Yeah, I mean, we're here and like a minute into the first song, and there's, you know, fights and all this.
Yeah, that happens.
Yeah, I guess
that definitely happens a lot.
I guess it's just kind of the norm. I mean, it really is the norm in this.
Yeah, it happens. I mean, I wish there was less of it. I understand where the conflict comes from sometimes, but you know, sometimes you just want to let the crowd be able to enjoy the entire show with anything going wrong. But, you know, I'm not saying, like, I, you know about what happened out there or anything like that. But, you know, like good scenes to me, it kind of takes people being able to understand a little bit of violence. You know what I mean? Like if you're gonna get hit, you can't really get too pissed off about it. It's just part of being there at that kind of a show. But at the same time, people do take advantage of that. So I don't know. It's a tough subject to really talk about, but you know, I just enjoy intense crowds, so I can't say it's not part of what we do. You know, it happens at a lot of our shows, definitely.
Now, when you were growing up in California, what were the bands that you were like really into? The local bands.
Sworn Vengeance, Hoods, Lowlife. I mean, bands we played with like Animosity, Embrace the End. I mean, All Shall Perish, of course. We grew up playing with those guys. I guess I'd say those were like the primary ones to stick out. I mean, we always had fun playing with Suicide Silence when they come up, and we played with Winds of Plague a bunch down in Southern California. I mean, there's a bunch of good bands that are, you know, really cool people out there. So a lot of good people out there we played with.
So to date, what's like one of your favorite tours or the best time that you've had on a tour?
It's hard to pick a favorite. Like every tour is, I don't know, great in its own way. I mean, this tour is amazing, so I guess I'd say this tour right now because I'm on it. But yeah, I mean, I love every tour pretty much. You know, meet great people and have a great time. But yeah, right now I guess this tour is the best just because.
It's a great lineup.
I'm in the middle of it right now and having a great time. So yeah.
I know the last time I caught up with you, it was a little bit different of a tour.
Oh yeah, definitely. You know, but it's part of being in a band. You have to do a lot of different tours, and you know, not every night's gonna be the best night in the world. Some nights, you know, aren't gonna be so great. Some nights are gonna be amazing.
So who actually came up with the name?
Suffokate. You know, it's kind of hard. It's hard to even really remember, but
Just kind of happened.
Yeah, I mean, if I remember correctly, we got it from sort of got it from a First Blood song called "Suffocate," but not like completely from that. Just I don't know. That was part of it, I guess you could say. But we ended up having to take the C out and put a K in, not because of any particular reason besides that old band was called Suffocate with a C, and they had copyrighted it, and we could have gotten in trouble for it. So that's why we changed it to a K. And it's not like anything we love about the K or anything like that, but it's just what we could do for the time being, and it's stuck, so, you know, whatever.
So, what, like, when you're home or have off time, I mean, do you have any other hobbies that you do?
Hobbies? Me, personally, I mean, I love to smoke weed and hang out with friends. I just like to catch up with people I haven't seen in a long time, you know, because when you're on tour constantly, it's hard to see all your friends at home. So when I get home, I always try and plan out going to see certain friends, you know, throughout the time I'm home, and just eating good food instead of fast food, and, you know, stuff like that. Stuff that, you know, normal people would probably be like, not normal people, but most people at home who work in the normal types of jobs would kind of just think it's boring, but, you know, for
when
me,
you don't have it for months at a time.
It's nice to come home and do, you know, stupid stuff like lay in bed for half a day, you know.
So the hometown shows and being home and all of that is obviously, those are obviously probably the best shows, right?
You know, I can't say they're the best. I mean, I've had some amazing shows out there, but we've had some amazing shows all over the place. So it's hard to say where the best is. Like, there's been a lot of crazy nights and random places that I don't know why it was great there, but we had a great crowd there and it went off, you know. So even if the sound's not, you know, 100% perfect and all this, if it's the crowd that it is the crowd that kind of makes it. You know what I mean? It really comes down to the people in the crowd. As long as they're enjoying it, then in my opinion, we're doing a good job, no matter how shitty we might sound at that point because of sound or our equipment messing up or whatever. But if the crowd's into it, then I'm happy. I'm content.
And you guys are how much time is left on this tour?
I'd say about a little bit over half a month more of this tour, and then we do a few more tours after that.
So you're not going to be the record release isn't coming out on this tour?
No, it's coming out in November is when it's supposed to come out. So
and who are you going to be going on tour with after this tour?
We do a Canadian tour, I know, with Within the Ruins and Catalepsy. That's the headliner. And then we do a full U.S. with Sea of Treachery co-headliner, and that's with Malice Clothing. And there's going to be ads in magazines, and I think Ladies of Metal is going to have something to do with the tour, too.
So basically this new album is just going to step everything up, which...
Yeah, that's what we're hoping, man. You know, we enjoy it. Hopefully other people enjoy it. You know, that's why we made it. You know, I have no regrets making the album. I like it, so hopefully everyone enjoys it. If not, I guess whatever, you know. But I'm really excited about the release. I think everyone else in the band is really excited about the release, too.
All right, man. Well, we'll look forward to catching up with you on the next tour, man.
Definitely.
All right.
Thank you.